Hello, welcome to the Daily Den. Again, just kidding. As you can see, I'm going to try making this RX78-2 Gundam on stream. If you guys like this content, just let me know and maybe I'll do more. And if we finish this, I have some other kits, but you'll have to wait and see. Okay, so let's see what's inside the box. Ooh. Come on, lid. Don't make me look bad. Okay, so we got a nice instruction manual. Looks pretty simple. I mean, well, pretty simple for me. I'm used to making master grades, so, you know, hey. And then we got 2 sprues of white. And then a multicolored sprue, and then a sprue of 2 multicolored sprues. Interesting. I guess I'm just used to, and ads. We gotta love when they throw in the ads for Gundam Universe. Ooh, collect the figurines. Ooh. Okay. Throw those down the sides, get these out of the way. Apparently I have a manual for the Nightingale over there in my toolbox. Let's get all the tools that, whoa, it went blue. Let's get all the tools that we need. So we need some good old clippers, some gunpla markers. I like using gray for panel lining and black for, I guess, inside barrels. And an X-Acto knife for, you know, shaving off any excess bits. I know you're supposed to be using sanding paper, but I just don't do that. I'm too impatient, I guess. So we'll put those aside and open these up. Oh, they're nice, terrible open ones, so not that easy, I guess. Okay, so we got our 2 there, and 2 there. Oh, that one was much easier. Oh, that's off-white, actually. Put these here, and this is my first entry grade. I wanted to see how easy an entry grade was. So let's open this up, and yeah. So it looks like we're starting with the head. I need some more light. I can barely see. So, yeah, it's going to get brighter in 3, 2, 1. There we go. I know I've complained about my eyesight before, but I really need new glasses. All right. So A1, A1. These are the B's. These are still B's. A3. A4. Oh, so I guess this is the A1 sheet. Great start for me. So we need A11. It's upside down. Oh, these are tiny. As I said, I'm used to master grades, so A1 and A216. How big is this thing going to be? Or the better question is, how small is it going to be? Also, you might want to throw in some music to listen to while you're watching this. Oh, I get it. We're making the head, so of course it's small. Wait, so why do they got a collar here? Okay, whatever. B13. Trying to do this close to the camera so that you can at least get some view. So this is the front mask. Oh, please don't break off. The head is always small on these because they're, you know, proportioned like a human being. And then B11. Oh, is that the full? Oh, it's the full head. I'm used to it being split into two. It really amazed me with the technology on show here, or at least the molding process. It has definitely improved over the years. And I also just noticed there's no stickers. So how did they get the green of the visor on this? Okay. Do we need to do any last minute shaving? Yep, yes we do. On the head, I cut a bit too. On the face guard, I cut a bit too safe. And what about the head? Oh man, I should probably. Nope, that piece looks good. And this is the chinny chin chin. It looks good. And I'm guessing this is the. I don't know what this is actually. I thought it was the neck, but oh, is it the eyes? It's the eyes. Okay. Interesting. So we put the eyes over the chin, it looks like. And it looks kind of depressed. It's like, I don't know. And then we put the face mask on the right way. And then we put the helmet on. Please. I would like a helmet to go on, my man. Okay, that was step one. We're almost done. A2. A2. 15. Wait, it's red? I thought it was green. Oh, well, shows what I know. Maybe I'll have to go watch Original Gundam again for like the 8th time. And B12 for the V-fin. I shouldn't cut so close to me. I'm supposed to be entertaining you guys, and here I am. Everything's off camera. Oh well, learning experience, right guys? And, oh, that's it? Okay. Weird. So, again, checking to see if I need to cut off anything, and I do, because the V-fins are with a little tab on the side. It's just begging to be cut off. Make it thinner at the tip so that kids don't hurt themselves. Oops. That one might have been a bit too much. Oh, whatever. That's what you get. So this part goes in here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So it's not a perfect RX78-2. I mean, it's an entry grade. Oh, huh. We're right. The shadows really do make the blacks of the eyes. Good design, I guess. And now we make the body. Oh, no, wait. Let's do the panel lining first. Yep, panel lining. So, oops, shaky hands, great start. There, and defense. And then is there anything else to do other than that? Yeah, there's the back camera. which does not get colored because it is an entry grade. Gotta get the little dots for the Vulcans. Vulcans! Da 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 da. Okay, and then the secret, so your lines don't appear so thick, is where is it? Cotton swabs. So let's rub off the excess. And let's see how close I can get. Yeah, come on, autofocus, focus, please. We had it a second ago. Anyway, stupid. Maybe my hand's in the way. If we get really close, I guess it doesn't like close. Anyway, you can see the black, but a little barely. Wish I had a better camera for this. It is what it is, though. Okay. Anyway, the head's done. Woo! Now we do the body, apparently. A1-2. Oh, this has all the grills. A1-2 and A26. 6. There it is. Again, I'm cutting off screen. Not being a good host of sorts. Oh, and these two just go and plop on top of each other. Okay. Oh, got to do a bit of trimming though. Yeah, I mean, you can find the original Gundam soundtrack somewhere, maybe on Spotify. It would be a good listen while you're doing this. I know. Why would a person... What am I looking at? Oh, it goes like this. Okay, I see. Why would a person have both Spotify and YouTube up? Well, just a situation like this. So this is what it looks like so far. And then we got to put A217 on. Okay, so what does that look like? It's this piece? Okay. That's weird. And snip it at the bottom, please. Okay, that ball needs some rounding off. And I don't like these little chunks here. Whoop. And whoop. And move my finger so I don't cut it. And where does this go? It goes here. Oh, it does just clip right in. Okay, I see what they're doing now. Interesting. Before I forget, I should probably panel line the fence. The tip is too small, it won't fit in. Well, let's use the gray then. Gray's a bit longer. Oh, shaky hands. Get that Q-tip really deep in there. Well, that looks good. And these ones up here so that you can see them better. Yeah, because even the thinnest Gundam markers, which I think are, where does it say on these? They don't fit in a lot of these really small cracks, so you still got to use the Q-tip to kind of clean them up a bit. Yeah, so maybe if you can see, yeah, so see up there, you can see those a bit better, and this is the gray, it's not even the black. It helps make the things just stick out a little bit. Okay, next up we need the A15, which would be the first blue piece. It is. So snipperoonie, go snippy snip snip snap. It's funny, so this channel has been around for 6-7 months at this point, and this is the first model kit I've made, even though it's literally the second thing in the description. I've done gaming and stuff. You know, all the other things, just not the gunpla part. Well, the reason why is because I couldn't find a good room to set up, and I was waiting for my own office so that I would have my own dedicated space, but we started clearing out the room for that, and I found this nice table that we're working on. And this is to see if it works, and so far it looks like it's a great success. So now this just goes on top. Yeah. No, something went wrong there. There we go. All the clicks. Yeah, that looks correct. Okay, and then we need an A18, which is A1878, which is this double, this thing, which I'm going to be cutting out right now. These instructions are like IKEA instructions. They only started doing them in English, but I've been able to make the kits just fine just following the pictures. Ironically, my first kit, the God Gundam or Burning Gundam, I didn't mess up the arms completely. Oh, I need A218 as well. 18 is this other red piece. But back in the day, those kits had screws that you needed to put in. So I accidentally put in the screws backwards, so the arms were backwards. Yeah, that was fun. Strip those screws just right. This piece doesn't look. No, wait. Yes, it does. This goes like so. You can't see, but I'll show you after. So those two pieces combined like this. I mean, you know, sliding at the top, just like it shows in the picture, and then this goes in here. Again, I see what they're doing now. They're trying to do facility of, I guess, ab crunch without actually having abs. Okay. I mean, without having a spine inside, you can kind of see inside of it. You can kind of see inside of it. I mean, for an entry grade, this is a lot of posability that I probably wouldn't have expected. Did these move? No, just a smidgen. Okay, anyway, is that the body? No, we still got more stuff to add to it. A17. A17 4 5. Oh, it's the double ball jointed neck. Oop, that just fell right off. Okay. Is there a certain way they want us to put this in? Yeah, they don't want us to show the hole in the back. Okay. Pop that right in there. And we need A110 and A210 for the shoulders. Is this off screen again? I gotta learn to cut up here, farther away from me. So A110 is the right arm. Okay, that makes sense. I guess you could theoretically put it on either side, but let's not try doing things in our own, you know. Uh, this is a learning experience. Cutting not really at my face. I mean, probably once I get new glasses, I won't need to be so far anyway. So, and then we gotta add the backpack. A29. Oh yeah, that looks like a backpack right there. I need some massive panel line love so that we can see. Why does it got a peg in the back? Maybe for a stand. This needs some panel line love, indeed. This one I can do with black though, because it's dark gray. Gray on gray won't do anything. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that people will be like, "Oh, why don't you paint them?" I don't have the setup for it. I've done two painted models and not exactly fond of how they turned out. But hey, it's a work in process, and I love how I'm not even showing you what I'm doing. I'll show you the end result though once I'm done. I'm trying to show you guys, but maybe I need a second camera, like on my head or something, like a GoPro. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so after the panel lining, that's what it looks like. God, even on camera, it looks weird. But hey, you can actually see the stuff now. Well, I didn't do a good job cleaning this one. Huh? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and we just slap that bad boy on the back here. But not even a click. Okay. And then we need B3 and B421. You want to know what those are? Well, you know what those are if you've seen the show. They are the handy dandy beam sabers. Again, I'm off camera. I'll get this. I'll figure this out sometime. I mean, these are the exact same pieces, so I don't really care about those. And again, we need some panel lines to get all this detail to show up even better. It looks horrible at first, but trust me, it'll look fine at the end. God, my hands are really shaky today. Probably always this shaky. Okay. Let's clean that one off along with my fingertips because holding it will do that. And for this, I'm just going to go and try to hold it on this place and just rotate it slowly. Maybe hold it in my hand. Yeah, this makes a little bit more sense. And just do a not very strong rub because you don't want to get the stuff out of the cracks. And trust me, they are cracks. And again, I'm used to master grades, which are not 144 scale, they are 1/100 scale. So I get a bit more room for stuff. And yeah, but see now, maybe you can kind of see the cracks or the lines around it. So how do these go in? Oh, yeah, duh. Okay, there we go. One done. Now for the other one. Yeehaw. Fun times. You got to see my pop belly. Boop, 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 boop. Like go and marker these little lines. God, these are so small. It's causing a huge mess. Oh God, shaky hand. Maybe what I'll do here. Oh God, yeah, your Q-tips as you're doing this is going to get very not very attached. So you're going to have to go through a lot of them. There we go. Oh, this was a good idea. Should have done one side first and then done the other after. Yeah, spin. Spin it slowly. Oh, only 2 spins? Okay. I don't respond to your comment right away. It's probably because I'm looking down at the table and not at the screen or my camera feed. Okay? So please don't get insulted. But chat is up, so I can see you guys' comments and all that stuff. Okay. Let's try and get some of this off. Okay, that looks good. And then I drop it on the floor. Great. Oh. Okay, so we got something that you can't see. Don't you love that? Okay, so we got a man with 2 beam sabers. And shortly ahead, oh yeah, he can go and rock that head good. Ooh. Yeah, rockin' good time. Okay, so that was page 1 of 4. Give you an idea. Was it only? Oh, I guess that was page 2 of 4 because I'm almost done. Apparently now we're making the arms. Ooh, arms, arms. Oh, those are fists. Whatever. Oh, ×2. That makes sense. Arms are pretty similar to each other. So we need mostly the B1 and B2 sheet. Yep. Which are these. All right, so we need 2 B1s and 2 B2s. Am I reading this right? No, the 8 and 9s. 8. Now in situations like this, I try to keep my parts apart from each other because we don't want to get them mixed up, even though they are similar. You never know what they are thinking over there in Japan when they make these. They might say, you know, oh, you can swap these out all you want, but really there's a right arm and a left arm. Even though they look exactly the same, they are not. So, yeah, so we just slap these together after doing the good old X-Acto knife. Trim to make sure all the sides are flush. Maybe just a bit of paranoia, but a little sliver of plastic could go and hinder maneuverability or posability. Maneuverability, that makes it sound like it's alive. Oh, well, maybe in the future, if all those Gunpla shows are saying anything. So these just slap together like so. Now I see what they're going to do. And then they're going to have a elbow joint which just clicks here, and yeah, that's what they want. They want A11. So back to the grays. Is that what these are? Would help if I was looking on the right side. Yep, that's what these are. So again, we'll just do the snippety snappity off screen, of course, because we can't show you guys anything. Still not showing you guys anything. It's a little better, but whatever. There we go. Again, let's make sure all these pieces are nice and clean so that okay, so like on the grays, sometimes you get white marks like that. I like actually taking the black and going over them to try and hide them a bit better. At least the white spots. I know it's weird. It's just like, why don't you use the gray? It doesn't tend to work. Because once you get this black on and then you cut and swab it off, it kind of blends a bit better. At least that's from my personal experience. I mean, yeah, it's only like not noticeable at a distance, but I mean, how often are you going to go up to a piece and go like, "Ooh, we can see the dark black spots." Ooh, but at a distance, it's just you just don't see it. I mean, I'm sure the really pro Gundam makers would be like, "Oh, you should just go and sand the pieces with 3 different types of sandpaper, and then oh, see, now I've gotten these mixed up. 3 different types of sandpaper, and then on top of that, you know, go and paint every piece, which brings up the question, if they want you to paint every piece, why are they even molded in color? I know, for the kids. But, you know, maybe the kids don't want to do it either. So is these the 12s now? Yeah, so we're on to the 12s to cover the rest of the joint. It's nice of them to do that. And this one has some panel lining that needs to be applied to make it look better. Oh, and we got some hands that we're going to put on too very shortly. And I'm not cutting on screen. So I know definitely for next time that I need to move the camera up. You don't need to see all this. It's just a solid screen. You need to see up from here to here. You know, look at my lovely shirt, which will probably... Oh, wait, I don't have the green screen on. So hold on. I'm going to adjust the camera right now. Because... Cool. Whatever. Yeah, that looks good. But now it's not very lit up. And it's also off angle. So here? Yeah, here. Well, move on over a bit and we'll turn on this light. There we go. So now you don't see the instructions in the parts, but you see more of me, the word cool. And I can be like, oh, look, ooh, Gundam Man. Opie Gundam Man. It's not an Opie Gundam Man. And when I'm doing like this and be like, whoa, where does this go? I can actually just, it'll be on screen. And when I mess up like so, you can see it. Nope, didn't mess up at all. Okay, so what else do we need for that step? We need B14. Okay. B14. There's two of these, so I guess... Oh, hey, you can actually see me cutting now. That's cool. You go here and... You go here. These look good. Or that one looks good, and this one looks good enough. It feels good enough too. So these go like, okay, so that's the back. And this goes on like this. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Oh, I see. They put a peg on both sides so that it could be either arm. That's smart, so you don't need to make individual pieces. And, let me look at this closer. Yep, that's the way it's supposed to be. Why is there a slit on the back then? Okay. And panel lining, because the arms are basically done somehow. When you have a thicker spot to do, that isn't in, I guess I want to call it like, you know, like a crack or a crease or whatever. I would try to use the side of the marker because not only does it help straighten it again for the smaller parts, it also covers more strength. Also, gunpla markers are technically paint, I think. So you don't have to worry about rubbing it off. So really, if you're ordering a kit online, because let's be honest, in North America, most stores don't actually hold these. You might as well spend that extra buck or two to grab at least a black or a gray for panel lining. I know it might seem really annoying. I don't want to do those. I should do those. I'm gonna say I don't think the actual model or mobile suit actually has these panels on the side with the hole in it. I mean, the whole part I know it definitely doesn't have, but I don't think it has those. Try to get in the crack here. And let's clean that up before we go to the black for the dark gray parts. So I went back to the older one because I'm not doing deep parts, or I'm doing deeper parts, and that allows me to get in them easier. So really, you just got to know what it's like, a feel thing. You got to know what sections to switch cotton swabs and whatnot. Like the ends here, I can use because it's loose, I can actually get inside the cracks to get a nice clean fill there. Yeah, I know. Music or something would be nice, but I don't want to get this copyright claimed because, yeah, I just don't. Oops. Is there any on the other side? There is. Okay. So I would be like 100% understanding if you didn't want to panel line the dark gray parts. Because, I mean, they're pretty dark. You're probably not even going to see it. But at this point, I might as well just do it all, you know? And don't worry if you're not exactly in the lines. Like, you're just more or less making it so the work that the designers and whatnot really gets to pop out more. Okay, so we got one arm done with the panel lining, and then, and I thought I'd be done this super quick so that I could pop out another model. I guess not. Looking at the time. Well, I mean, it's mostly just panel lighting's fault. It's a long process, but it just makes it look better, if that makes sense. That's why they always show in the box, oh, get the panel lining. Here's the before and after. I mean, don't be surprised if I say this again on the next model that I make. It's just no one has actually commented yet, as you can't see on the bottom of the screen, your comments, and there's only so much to talk about when you're concentrating on this kind of stuff. So that is completely on me for not remembering, and at the same time, I shouldn't expect you guys to actually watch all these videos. So maybe this will be your first one. Maybe this will be your second one. So if I repeat something, it will be new to you. Maybe. Maybe not. But this is just the way that the YouTube world works. Streaming too. Also, probably not a great time to actually be streaming. I mean, it is technically during work time for some people, and you know, a lot of people only get home after I'm done because I treat this like a job myself. So this is why I also post things on YouTube and don't get many results from that, but hey, whatever. I'm having fun. You can just say, ooh, look, you know, I actually put something out on the YouTubes. I guess anybody can nowadays. It's not that hard, but it is what it is. When your Q-tip gets this stringy, that side's pretty much done for. That's about the part where I just quit using it. At least that side. I mean, it would be really interesting if, you know, I eventually start doing the bigger kits. Those will probably be fast forwarded with, I don't want to say no audio, but maybe something, you know, copyright free or something, so that you guys can, you know, watch along, just mute the volume and then put on your own music. Because if this one is taking me, how long is this one taking me? I'm only this far after 45 minutes. Imagine on a kit with like 800 parts compared to these like 50. Yeah, it's going to be a bit. Okay, anyway, panel lining is down for those. So now we got to do B17. Whoop. B17. Oh, wow. Wow. They actually put markings or whatever on these parts. And B27. And there's warnings with this one. So let's see what these warnings say. I put them on separate sheets so that you can, I don't mix them up. Warning! Assembly this part first in 3 languages, not Japanese. Okay. Good to know. Not really much of a warning. So this goes here. This slides, the shoulder joint slides in and makes a nice click. Same with this one. Nice clicking sound. And then also panel lines those too, even though they're going to be hidden by shoulder pads. There might be some parts where, you know, put it in a pose and it's like, oh look, you can see the shoulder. Normally, if I was making a kit, like, again, a master grade, I wouldn't actually assemble the man until the very end because I'd like to do my panel lining, and it's much easier to do it when it's not attached to a body. Okay, and now we got these shitty little holding fist hands, which look weird when they're not holding something and are terrible any other ways. I thought the top of the hands were supposed to be white. Maybe that was on later Gundams and not the first one, or maybe they just didn't want to make it two pieces. I don't know. Um, anyway, make sure you got the right hands on the right hands on the right arms. Do I want to panel line the? Yeah. Okay, yeah. The fists have a lot of lines, so we pull out the black again, and I just basically go across it, knuckle and knuckle. You know, don't expect to get everything, because oh man, there's a lot of there's a lot of lines on this. I mean, they're supposed to try and emulate hand. I miss the hands with master grades where you could actually move a hand this much. Those are cool, and then they stopped doing them to save money. That was not cool. Yeah, don't be surprised if the marker just doesn't decide to draw sometimes. Sometimes the tip just gets not good. I've gone through so many Gundam markers over the years. Of course, I would love to show you all my kits, but they're in storage. So, too bad. Oop, where's the lid? Just a quick rub down, not too hard. And we'll slap that onto this part. Yep, nice click. Woohoo, we got an arm. We have an arm. Whatever. Sorry about the focus issues. Autofocus can only do so much. Next time I'll remember to put up the green screen too, so that you guess you don't see my background as much. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm just rambling. This is basically a totally professional daily video. How to not suck as much when you're making your model kits. The one step after beginner, but not intermediate step. You know, I don't do this fancy clear coat shit. I just put it together and there we go. We got man arms. And then they go into the balls like man arms. Woo! Ain't he something? Now we need shoulder pads. B16 and B26. Probably white. Whoop. Whoop. B1? Yeah. Oh, yeah, those are shoulder pads. And again, they look different from what I remember. Do 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 pa 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 do 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 do. I need to pen a line, but not that much. trim and trim and trim and trim. I shouldn't be singing. That's really annoying. But that is what I am doing. Yep. Okay. Sorry about that. The ultimate form of you've run out of stuff to talk about. Uh, yeah, I feel panel lighting is most important on the white because the white basically just absorbs all the shading, the natural shading from the cracks and everything. So it just shows up the most. But the problem with that is also that if you don't use a light enough color, you're going to, basically get in a situation where it's really overpowering and doesn't look natural. But I mean, hey, maybe that's not what you're going for. I mean, these are toys anyway. So this just snaps in then? Yeah, I guess it just snaps in. Okay. Let's test out the arm movement now that we have arm. Okay, oh, that's pretty posable, and because it's on a ball joint, it can go lots of places, and it's got an elbow joint. I mean, it's not double jointed, and we got a hand with some movement because it is a ball. I mean, it's not bad. For such a small figurine, even though I'm making it, it's pretty good so far. I mean, I'm not a fan of some things, like I don't like the black parts being visible there. I guess you could paint that blue if you want to be more accurate. Anyway, now we're making the waist, or the skirt, as our Saku friends call it. A219. Oh, did they really mold the yellow part for the whatever the arrow, the crotch arrow? I guess so. And I guess next is A13. Yep, it looks like they did. I'm impressed. I'm kind of impressed at a lot of the stuff in this. Like, the engineering is really, really good for how little pieces there are in it. So this goes here out of power of deduction. Right, come on, slide in. Slide in. No, am I doing this wrong? I am doing this 100% wrong. Slide in. There. Yeah, it did. See, they got the yellow on the... Except now this part's going to be yellow, but... Oh, and that's the back of that. B212. There's only 2 more pieces on this sheet, and I know exactly what they're for. B212. That's here. Again, I understand this is a beginner's grade, but I'm used to having these being on a ball joint so you can move the individual flaps because, I guess butt cheeks do that. So this goes here like so, right? Yeah. Come on. All the way in. All the way in. So those stick out. Yeah, okay. Again, not the worst. And we got a little bit of panel lining to do. Literally just a little bit. bad at all. Yeah, see, you can maybe see it just a little better. That's what's important. It's just to add some realistic shading. Okay, and then... Oh. Oh. Can you... You can break up the front skirt so that it does what I'm used to. That is very interesting. So we go with A1, I mean B213, whatever this piece is. I know it's this one. Okay. We can do a little bit of customization, I hope. And then the last two ones on this sheet, right? Yeah. They're both the same one. Yeah, they're both the same one. They're both 4s. Honestly impressed with this, considering how small it is. This sheet is done, so that's just dropping on the floor right now. The slide in, only one way to go in. Yep, looks like it. Yep, nothing on the back to really panel line on these skirts parts. Okay, so now we need B111 then. B111, that is also white, so last bit of checking, no panel lining. Okay, so this is how I'm going to customize it a bit. So see the skirt part, maybe if I have it facing near you, and see how there's that indent between the two parts? Well, you had it for a second. I am going to take the X-Acto knife and cut this in half. It's going to take a bit of muscle and work. But this will allow it, maybe I'll just use these. This will allow it to actually move individually on its own. Trim off the excess part. If you do this and it becomes too loose, then you can always use, I guess, nail polisher to thicken the joint. The thinner part, nail thinner? No, that's not right. The clear coat. Yeah, use a clear coat to thicken it. Okay, so now I'm going to try to do this and show you. So this goes in the slot there. It's going to be a little loose until we get the other part in. And by the other part, I mean the white sleeve. Oh, come on, don't do this. This part. Once this is in, it will lock these in place. There we go. And now these can move individually by themselves. And if you're kicking, they're pretty much locked up there, but they're a little loose down here. But you know, honestly, they should be just rubbing against the legs anyway. And I know technically the RX78 didn't have moving skirt pieces in the show, but whatever. This is a toy. It's supposed to function better. Anyway, so we are done the skirt, so I can put these up because they don't want us to attach it to the body yet for some weird reason. Probably want us to attach the legs. Okay, speaking of which, legs times, and it's times 2 again. B3 and B4. Yeah, these look like leg parts to me. So I guess we're starting with feet first. B3 and B4 19. So yeah, we're starting with the bottom of the feet. And oh boy, the back of my back is a little sore from leaning forward this whole time, because that's just how this works. So I'm guessing the feet are the same, and we need A425. So we go to the red, and are they both? Yeah, they just made them both 25. Whoa, that's a lot of detail on these. That's going to require some heavy panel lining to look good. If you had a light gray silver, you could probably use those too a bit. Anyway, let's what do we got? What do we got now? We need 24 from A3 and A3 and A4? A3 and A4. Okay. Back to this sheet. And I see them right here. Right here. Oh man, I only have 10 minutes left to do this. We can run a bit late. Nothing can be done about that. I am on the last page after all, other than weapons. And that shouldn't take too long. I mean, look, it looks like it's 3 pieces. And okay, so we slap you onto you. Yep, that looks like a foot. Ugh. Red is another color that when you get, I guess, when you cut off the little bits of extra plastic, really shows it. Kind of sucks because you can't go over that with black and make it look natural. And I guess red would be one of those colors that would make way more sense to paint it. But I mean, not really that much. Anyway, how does this go in? And this just slides in, and it should make a clicky sound according to this. Clicky enough for me. I heard it click. Oh, that was a nice click, unlike on the other foot. Fun times building Gunpla. That one didn't go click though, but it's definitely in. And then we need B3 and B420, which is the ankle covers. I didn't think the RX78 had ankle covers. I mean, maybe later on in the show it got it when it got its upgrade to its 2 version. Who knows? The fans do. I'm clearly not that much of a fan of the RX78-2, and I got this kit to see how good these entry grade kits are, and I'm impressed with the engineering of this, say the least, though not really. Is there a certain way to do this? You want the, okay, so you want it like, yeah, like this. Okay, they just want the side screws, I guess I want to call it, to be a certain way. This looks so cheap. I mean, look, they're just floating. It just, ugh. It looks cheap, but this is cheap. And the, oh, I think I messed this one up. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Panel lining, black for the bottom. Lots of detail. This will just end up being a darker red. Also, don't worry if you don't get a lot of the little doodads like holes and stuff. I mean, let's be honest. Who's gonna look at the bottom of the feet? Is my black marker dying? Like, is a dad dead? No, that looks fine. Do I have another black? No, come on. Where do we go? That's another black. Okay, lucky me. I have a spare black. I think this one needs a rest. Yeah, that looks good enough for me. So let's do the good old grab this and just wipe it clean. Or cleaner, I should say. And yeah, you can see a bit more of the detail, even on this shitty camera. It's not really shitty, but you get the point. You can actually see it though. So foot, and now I do the other one. I mean, like, compared to this, like, you see the difference. It's not major. But it's something, and the amount of effort you put into your work will show. You know, one way or another. If you don't want to do all this, don't. Just do your straight build and be happy with your work. That's all it is. People shouldn't judge you. I'm not judging you. Not one bit. But I enjoy doing this, so that's why I do it. Okay, and yeah, with the black, and with this black I'm getting a lot better results, but this should be the end completely of this Q-tip or cotton swab or whatever brand you use. We use the Q-tip brand over here. I think mostly because they just dominate it and there's just nothing else on the shelves. But that's just the way it works. And yep, you can see all the details now. So that goes over here and this goes in the garbage. So what now, Mr. Sheet? All right, so now the times twos are done. And I need to have the sheet the right way to do the math. So we need 16s and 17s. Seeing these hollow legs is so disturbing. I'm used to working on inner frames within inner frames. You know, you go and even though I jokingly say, oh look, you know, one of these usually takes me like 8 hours because there's like 400 to 800 pieces. I'm not kidding. And most of it is hidden underneath panels of white. All right, so these just slap together. Yeah, like so, right? I mean, there's only really one way to do this, as long as you keep the pieces together. Yeah, there we go. Now, when you're getting pieces like this, I like doing these together because then you can just get, and then they just smooth right next, they smooth out together. Because you do them separately, and then you get, you might get cases where you cut one a little deeper than the other, and then it's like, oh no. And it's just not a smooth piece, because that's what you're going for. You're trying to smooth out the parts. All right, we are officially in overtime, because I want to put all the detail work into this one stream. So, lesson learned. Huh? Oh, okay. Now what do we got? 15 and 14s? Okay. But thankfully the majority of the panel lining is done because these legs look really smooth. 14 and 15. And I'm gonna guess that 18 is the knees, and then we're done with this sheet too. All right, so we might as well just cut everything off the sheet and assemble it. And let's not even start on decals. Oh, decals can take hours after that. Especially if it's a Kotoki design. He loves his warning panels everywhere. Warning, this part moves. Warning, this part moves. Warning, you might get crushed. Okay, we have another done sheet. So you and you go together, and it looks like there's only one real way to do this, right? Better make sure. You and you. Okay, so good thing I checked because I would have done it the wrong way. And this little piece determines what leg is what. Believe it or not, that determines what leg you're building. Kind of kooky when you think about it. And this just slides in here. Well, I guess I should. No, we need something else, do we? No, we don't. Okay. This just slides over here. I should, wow, that came off really loosely. Might need to glue that piece later. Just want to get this line, I guess. I hope this was the gray. Yeah, it was the gray. Okay. Also, if you get a marker somewhere where you don't want it, you could probably just use your hands to get it off. Yeah, that looks better. And yeah, this sadly came off really loosely. Maybe I will have to glue that piece on. It's not like it moves, after all. But it's a good thing to know. Okay, and then this and this. Wait, if we make these the same, how do we determine what leg they are on? I guess it goes on like this way. Yes. My motions are probably off center. Whatever. Oh, that was a really good line draw. Pat myself on the shoulder for that one. Not actually patting myself on the shoulder for that one, but I could say so. Okay, and now we need A3 and A422. These pieces? Okay. Yeah, I guess that technically looks right. These are like the smallest knees ever. I'm going to have to cover them with something, won't I? Okay, so these go in hiya. And any specific way these go in? Nope. So just snap in there. And then snap in there. Wait, what? So this isn't the piece that determines what leg it is? Okay. And then this slides in here for the foot. Huh. So this doesn't really move that much. Whoa! Okay. That does. Okay, good to know. So you just slide in here again. And then you slide in here. And that didn't click satisfactory at all. And you slide in here. So at these points, the legs are the same. So it's really just the hip parts which are different. Anyway, we got some pin aligning to do. Whoa, whoa, Cap, come back. Again, 100% not necessary, but I want these joints to pop out a bit more. Or these screws, or what, I don't know what they are. Screw cases. And the same thing with this. I didn't even see this when I made the legs, which kind of proves that they needed the panel lining. Now I need that cap. Okay, what did I just run over? Hello, stream. Oh, a plastic bag. Okay, nothing bad. Totally professional. Yeah. Get in there and do that, and then get in here and clean up the excess. Foot, please stay in position. Yep. Oh well, I hope you guys are enjoying me clean this up and make this and all that, because we're almost done. And thank you very much for sticking around for as long as you have. I know there's other YouTubers which are more popular that do this. And don't know if there's any. I'm sure there's other English YouTubers that do this, but I do know a very popular Japanese VTuber who also does Gunpla 8-hour streams. So, but they're Japanese, so they probably just go to their 7-Eleven or whatever and pick up their exclusive cool kits. I want my GM with a slushy machine or a gas machine. Wish it was a slushy machine, but nope. We're never getting those over here. Anyway, now to go and finish assembly of the legs. Gotta sand them up. So flip this over, and we need A321 for the right leg. That just slides in like this, and that slides into this leg. Ooh, almost put it on the wrong leg. Come on, script, get out of the way. And that just goes right there. I'm curious what this 23 is. Oh, I was supposed to put those on already. Well, I can do that after this. Ha ha ha! I messed up. I forgot a step. That happens, even nowadays. Okay, so we got legs. Almost. I gotta cover those gaping holes there with these 23 pieces. What are those for then? Oh, those are the side skirts. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking ahead and I was wondering what the remaining pieces on the white sheet were. Okay. Black again, because these have little marking. Ooh, that didn't look good. 1, 2. Oh, these are just. Don't need to hold that. This just slides right in, right? Oh, that looks better. You can see the difference. And I mean on the amount of gray. Whatever. Not the panel landing. At this point, it's really small and insignificant. I just want to do it. There we go. That slides right in there. No, it doesn't. It slides right in there. Okay. And then we need these side panels, 10s. Right? Yep. Ew, why did they put the peg there? We're almost done the man. The man. I got that stupid Chocobo GP menu music stuck in my head. Even still, and I played the game for a whole, like, 20 minutes. It's driving me nuts. Oh my god. It's probably why they made the song like that, so that you would just go back and play it and then spend money to go and get your favorite characters, and then you don't even get your characters. You have to go and earn your characters after spending money on it. Microtransactions. Started out as not the worst thing, and then they had to go and try more and more and more, and then I think it's gone too far. But this is not the place nor the time to talk about that. Should have done that on the Chocobo GP video I made. Whole 20-minute video. You can check that out on the YouTube. Anyway. Wait, I just realized something. He's got beam sabers, but he doesn't actually have beam sabers. Well, that sucks. I guess they're just there for decorations. No sword-wielding Amuro Ray or Sailor Mass. Anyway, we have a Gundam. The Gundam. Whoa. Foot, please. And for a little guy, it's not too bad. Well, that's not even on the screen. For a little man, it's not too bad at all. But we have weapons to build, because I bought the version with weapons, because yes, there is just build the man version. So let's do that. Last page. Oh, okay. Why wouldn't you have it like, okay, whatever. Am I holding this the right? Yes, I'm holding this the right way. So we need 27, 28, and 26. I'm honestly surprised I just didn't molded this in one solid piece of plastic. Actually curious why they didn't, now that I think about it. Well, might as well cut off the red part of the shield. I don't think that's going to be easily messed up. Oh, and the yellow part. I almost did forget something. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to get that confused with anything. God, there's just more pieces. This is again for the shield, I think. Yep, that's the whole that and oh boy, we're almost done. 4-piece shield. Really, that's it? Okay. Yep, that's it. That's all the pieces. So I don't need you. Still need you though, and probably you. So let's. How does this go? Now we have to put these together first, right? No, do we? Yes. Do. We have a mobile suit with the gun. It needs a lot of panel lining. Let's bring out the black. So just in case you, so this is the before. Oh, you had a nice shot there for a second. It's funny, I really didn't feel like streaming today, and I've gone overtime by a lot now. Just how things go. But yeah, this is just probably going to be me panel lining a lot now. Come on. I'm making beginner mistakes. Sloppy. Okay, that should be it for the gun. Just a quick general rub down now to kind of get all the spots. And now this is what it looks like. A lot better, especially in the scope department. If we can get a good close-up of that. Yeah, oh, stupid zoom in. Whoa, light. So this goes in his right hand now. Good. He's got gun. He is now Gundam. Now we work on shield. So you go in here. And that goes in here. No. Good thing I didn't try to force it in. And we have shield, which, ow, doesn't require much panel lighting in the front. Let's just get the circles visible. It's the back which has a lot of panel lighting. Which you're probably not going to see that much, but pull out that gray. I'll do it before. See, it's just white and plastic and not that great. They're putting in the effort to put in all these marks. I'm going to, try and make it pop out a bit more. But again, nothing like too serious, I guess. I've seen way more complicated shields than this. And even from that far, you can kind of see my work. And the finish, you can just see it from a distance. Okay, so how do we do this? So we get his hand. And we put this in here. Come on. Okay. Sorry. And good timing because we are done. And here's our Gundam Man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And for you guys watching live, thanks for checking it out. And for you guys watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And post a comment letting me know how you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time. Adios.